You walk out to your garden one morning excited to check on your plants, and then you see it. Holes in the leaves, wilting stems, tiny bugs crawling where your food is supposed to grow. Sound familiar? Here's the truth most gardeners don't realize until it's too late. You don't need chemical sprays to protect your garden. Nature already built the solution, and it's called companion planting. Today, I'm going to count down the 9 most powerful companion plants that will drive pests away from your garden, naturally, effectively, and permanently. These aren't random tips. These are battle-tested plants used by organic gardeners and farmers around the world, backed by science and real garden results. Welcome back to Simple Smart Gardening Tips. I'm Bruce, and on this channel we make gardening simple, smart, and sustainable. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button right now. We post practical gardening content every week. Let's get into the countdown. But before we jump in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what pest is currently destroying your garden and which plant is it attacking? Is it aphids on your tomatoes, caterpillars on your cabbage, whiteflies on your peppers? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer might just help a fellow gardener too. Alright, let's count it down. Number 9. Lavender. The moth and flea beetle repeller. Lavender smells amazing to us. To pests, it's unbearable. Why it works? Lavender contains linalool and camphor, compounds that repel fleas, moths, whiteflies, and flea beetles. It also repels deer and rabbits, making it a double-duty defender in gardens where wildlife grazes. Best companion for roses, brassicas, cabbage, broccoli, kale, and vegetable borders. How to use it? Plant lavender along the edges of your garden beds as a natural pest barrier. Once established, lavender is drought-tolerant and nearly maintenance-free. Dry the flowers and place bundles around your garden shed to repel moths from stored seeds. Lavender also attracts pollinators like butterflies and bees, making your garden healthier and more productive overall. Number 8. Dill. The caterpillar and spider mite deterrent. Dill has a split personality in the companion planting world, an understanding that will make you a smarter gardener. Why it works? Dill repels spider mites, aphids, and cabbage loopers. Its strong scent confuses and deters pests that navigate to their host plants by smell. It also produces tiny flowers that attract beneficial predatory insects, particularly lacewings and parasitic wasps, which feed on the very pests attacking your garden. Best companion for cabbage, broccoli, lettuce, and onions. Important warning: do not plant dill near carrots or mature tomato plants. Dill and carrots cross-pollinate and weaken each other, and mature dill can stunt tomato growth. Plant it close to tomatoes only when it's young and move it once it flowers. How to use it? Sow dill seeds directly beside brassicas at the start of the season. Let it go to flower. Those blooms are powerful insectary plants that build your garden's natural defense army. Number 7. Petunias. The aphid and squash bug trap crop. Number 7 goes to petunias, one of the most underrated pest control plants in any garden. Why it works? Petunias produce a sticky, mildly toxic residue on their leaves and stems. Aphids, squash bugs, leafhoppers, and asparagus beetles are repelled by the scent, while some are physically trapped by the sticky surface. This makes petunias a natural trap crop. Best companion for squash, beans, tomatoes, and roses. How to use it? Interplant petunias directly between vegetable rows. They take up minimal space. Place them near the base of squash plants, where squash bugs love to hide. White petunias are particularly effective at repelling aphids and leafhoppers. Petunias are low cost, widely available, and they make your garden look beautiful while quietly doing pest control work every single day. Number 6. Chives. the carrot fly and Japanese beetle repeller. If you're not already growing chives throughout your garden, start now. Here's why. Why it works. Chives belong to the allium family, and like all alliums, they release sulfur compounds that are deeply unpleasant to a wide range of insects, including aphids, carrot flies, Japanese beetles, and nematodes. Best companion for carrots, tomatoes, roses, and fruit trees. How to use it. Plant chives at the base of rose bushes to dramatically reduce aphid populations. Ring the edges of your carrot bed with chives to block carrot flies, a pest that can wipe out an entire carrot harvest underground, completely unseen. When chives bloom, those beautiful purple flowers, leave them, they attract pollinators and beneficial predators. Chives are perennial in most climates, meaning you plant them once and they come back year after year. That's one-time effort for permanent protection. Number 5. Margulds. The nematode and whitefly destroyer. Halfway through our countdown at number 5. And this one is probably the most famous companion plant in the world, marigolds. And the fame is completely earned. Why it works. Marigolds produce a chemical called alpha-terthionyl from their roots, which is scientifically proven to kill root-knot nematodes, microscopic worms that destroy plant roots underground, often causing crop failure that gardeners blame on poor soil. Above ground, their strong scent repels whiteflies, aphids, Mexican bean beetles, and squash bugs. Marigolds also attract predatory insects like hoverflies and parasitic wasps. Best companion for tomatoes, peppers, squash, beans, and virtually any vegetable plant. How to use it. Plant French marigolds, Tagetes patula. These have the highest alpha-terthionyl concentration. For nematode control, plant densely throughout the bed, not just the borders. For best results, grow marigolds in the same soil for a full season, then till them into the ground to maximize root chemical release. Marigolds are the gold standard of companion planting, affordable, easy to grow, and incredibly effective. Number 4. Nasturtiums. The aphid trap crop champion. At number 4, nasturtiums, and these are brilliant for a very specific reason. Why it works. Nasturtiums work as a sacrificial trap crop. Aphids love nasturtiums even more than they love your vegetables. So aphids swarm the nasturtiums and leave your tomatoes, beans, and kale alone. Meanwhile, those aphid colonies attract ladybugs and lacewings, which then spread throughout your garden and eat pests everywhere. Beyond trap cropping, nasturtiums repel whiteflies, squash bugs, cucumber beetles, and woolly aphids from surrounding plants. Best companion for tomatoes, squash, cucumbers, and brassicas. Nasturtiums are the genius decoy of the companion planting world. Number 3. Rosemary. The carrot fly cabbage moths. And bean beetles repeller. Why it works. Rosemary's intense aromatic oils, particularly camphor, borneol, and 1,8-cineol, act as a strong olfactory deterrent to cabbage moths, carrot flies, Mexican bean beetles, and slugs. Many flying insects navigate by scent, and rosemary's overpowering aroma disrupts their ability to locate your vegetables. Best companion for beans, carrots, cabbage, and sage. It also grows well alongside brassicas. Rosemary is a perennial woody herb. Plant it once and it protects your garden for years. Number 2. Mint. The ant flea beetle, an aphid eliminator. At number 2, mint. And if you're not using this already, your garden is missing a powerhouse. Why it works. Mint contains menthol and menthone, which are extremely effective against a wide spectrum of pests, including ants, aphids, flea beetles, cabbage moths, whiteflies, and spider mites. Ants are particularly relevant here because ants actively farm and protect aphid colonies. Remove the ants, and aphid infestations collapse. Best companion for tomatoes, peas, brassicas, and any plant suffering from aphid or ant problems. Critical growing tip. Mint spreads aggressively underground through runners. If you plant it directly in the ground, it will take over your entire garden within a season. How to use it correctly. Grow mint in containers or pots placed strategically around your garden. Bury the pot in the ground up to the rim. This looks natural while containing the roots. Crush mint leaves and scatter them around ant hills and entry points to disrupt ant colonies. Steep crushed mint leaves in water overnight and use it as a foliar spray on pest-affected plants. Mint is one of the fastest growing, easiest to maintain companion plants you can use, and its pest control power is virtually unmatched. Number 1. Tansy. The ultimate multi-pest repeller most gardeners have never heard of. And at number 1, the companion plant that most gardeners have never even heard of, tansy. This is the one I promised you at the start, and it delivers. Why it works. Tansy contains thujone, a natural insect-repelling compound so powerful that it was historically used to preserve meat and keep insects off corpses. In modern organic gardening, tansy has been shown to repel an extraordinary range of pests, including ants, flies, mosquitoes, squash bugs, Japanese beetles, Colorado potato beetles, cucumber beetles, aphids, and even mice. No other plant on this list repels that wide a variety of pests simultaneously. Best companion for potatoes, squash, cucumbers, roses, fruit trees, and berry patches. How to use it. Plant tansy along garden fences, borders, and near fruit trees for perimeter protection. Place cut tansy branches near ant hills and compost bins to repel insects. Grow it beside potato beds, specifically to deter Colorado potato beetles, which are among the most destructive garden pests in North America. Dry tansy leaves and place them in sachets inside your garden shed to repel flies and mice. Important caution: tansy should not be consumed. It's toxic when eaten in large quantities. Treat it as an ornamental functional plant. Keep it away from children and pets, and always wash your hands after handling it. But for pure, natural, broad-spectrum pest control, nothing beats tansy. That's why it's number 1. There you have it, 9 companion plants that will protect your garden from pests without a single drop of chemical spray. Let me leave you with this. Companion planting isn't just a gardening trick. It's how nature was designed to work. Every plant in a healthy ecosystem plays a role. Once you start working with that system instead of against it, your garden transforms. Start small. Pick 2 or 3 plants from this list that match your biggest pest problem and plant them this season. Watch what happens. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these companion plants are you adding to your garden first? And don't forget, scroll down right now and tell me, what pest is attacking your garden and which plant is it hitting? I will personally reply to as many comments as I can. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It takes 1 second and it helps this video reach more gardeners who need it. Subscribe to Simple Smart Gardening Tips if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. We post practical, no-nonsense gardening content every single week. And if you want to go even deeper on natural pest control, check out the video on screen right now. It covers how to make homemade organic pesticide sprays using plants right from your own garden. I'm Bruce. Thanks for watching. Happy gardening, and I'll see you in the next one.